People want to know how much you care before they want to know what you know. I just see myself as being genuine. There's two reasons. It's good stress relief because there's no phones and no people. But I like the challenge of it. You know, just being there with the ocean, it has a lot of power. If you don't respect it, then you end up second best.
The time it turns back. The tide will turn. I'm moving on with my life. I'm moving on. The tide will
So
turn back.
we enjoy having an active lifestyle. Love doing stuff with the kids. We're outdoors, camping, fishing, walking, going to national parks, that sort of thing. When I was 23, I had a motorcycle accident that was pretty serious. Could have been fatal. Fortunately, it wasn't. And as a result, I spent 10 weeks in hospital. Then I had another month or so of rehab. So I had to learn how to walk again after all that. Like, I don't normally tell people about it because I don't want people to make an exception. What happened to me a year or so after it happened was if I was ever going somewhere and jumping in a car, people would say, "Oh, do you want to sit in the front?" I go, "No, I don't want to sit in the front. I don't want to be treated any differently because of it." So rather than have that in the back of my mind, I just rather not tell people because I don't think it's important. I like the challenge of being able to do something that at first probably doesn't seem easy, but then it's a worthwhile challenge. It's a worthwhile accomplishment. I see that in order to help other people, I need to step into their shoes to begin with.
I first met Karl when I was seeking advice about whether renovating my house would have an impact and what sort of an impact on selling in the future.
We were looking for a house. Out of the blue, we found one on their website and we called Karl and he was really helpful.
We met Karl through the neighbours.
He was very kind enough to come up to the house and sit with me for quite some time and discuss the pros and cons. So I thought at that stage that he was very supportive and knowledgeable.
If something's easy, I just move on to the next thing. So with my fishing, I used to chase flathead, and once I learned how to catch flathead, I actually lost interest in it. And then I went to chasing jacks, mangrove jacks. And once I got the hang of that, I thought, right, what's next? And I saw this thing on a CD about catching tuna off the rocks, and I thought, is that possible? Where would you do that? So it took me 3 years research to work it out, to find out where people do it, what time of year, and what the gear is. And then once I started turning up at those places, I met other people that said, "Oh mate, it's easy, this is all you do."
I appreciated his very calm and steady approach.
Within the next couple of days, we had arranged a meeting, came and had a look at the house, and probably within a few days after that, we had bought the house.
He sold the house before we even had a contract signed.
I love real estate because it is a challenge, it's always changing, and I like getting to know people.
You're moving on with your life. You're moving on.
Well, fishing's just an analogy for anything. Like, you don't just rock up one day with your brim gear and accidentally catch a mackerel by mistake. It's knowing where to go and the preparation and the planning and the execution. You know that saying about when the student is ready, the teacher will appear? It's like that. Like, mentally, you've got to be ready to allow it into your life.